James, the Commanders had a lot of success last year, a whole lot of it, but that team that surprisingly is already very old, they're the oldest team in the NFL right now. Scary Terry, contract dispute. Do you believe they can duplicate their success from last season?
I do, and that don't mean NFC Championship, though. I don't.
How can they duplicate without it?
I don't think success for the Washington Commanders means getting back to an NFC Championship.
Are they Super Bowl talented?
They have a chance.
But you've told me this exclusively, and you and Shady argue about it all the time. If a team goes into camp that has the ability to get to a Super Bowl and they do not win a Super Bowl, it is a failure. So now you're saying if they don't even get to the NFC Championship game,
you're contradicting yourself.
Yo,
You see what I'm saying with this guy?
Get him.
He's always
Get him, Acho.
I can't stand it.
Get him.
That's annoying, yo.
Number one, that is Lamar Jackson
Oh, my
and Josh
God.
Allen.
Yo.
Number two, I do know how hard it is, especially when you're a young quarterback. This was year one. Now, if this was year 5 for Jayden Daniels, absolutely. He's going into his second year. We all know how hard it is to get back to the NFC Championship game. So for me, I think this is a bona fide playoff team that's going to have a chance to compete for a championship. I do. Do not sit here and mess around with Scary Terry. You got a really good thing going on right now. Get that dude back in the building, but they absolutely are going to have success this year. They are going to be a playoff team this year with Jayden Daniels out there at quarterback, and they have a chance, just like anybody else, to go out there and compete for a championship.
Yeah. Wow. So I was prepping for this block, James, Acho, Shady, and I'm a huge Jayden Daniels fan. What he does on the field, he's done some special things that we haven't really seen on the field in a long time, especially as a rookie. So can they duplicate their success from last year? Yes, I absolutely think so. Will they? History tells us no. And I think a successful season, if you're duplicating it, is at least getting back to the NFC Championship game.
Tough.
QBs who started their conference championship game season after starting conference championship games in their rookie year, there's only been 3 players in the history of the game. Brock Purdy, Mark Sanchez, and Ben Roethlisberger. No QB has ever made the NFC Championship game their rookie season and gone on to win a Super Bowl at any point in their career. So I hope he's the outlier because history will tell you no. When you watch him on the field, and I say this to people who are like, oh, is he going to have a sophomore slump? Is he going to do this? They got better around him. It's hard to have a sophomore slump if you're a rookie quarterback that is a pocket passer first. He is a pocket passer first, then an extremely talented runner. Like when I'm watching him last year and defense has 20 games on him, I'm seeing him go through progressions at a clip that is unlike any rookie I've seen in a long time. And it doesn't guarantee success in your second season, but when you go out there, regardless if they're their old team or not, offensively, that's what I can speak to. If you go out there and you get all-pro Deebo Samuel, and you go out and you get one of the best left tackles in the game, Larry Tunsil, and you re-sign that, you're trying to get better for the guy around you. There's a window of about 3 years here now that you have, while you have this guy on a rookie contract, that'll show you, hey, we can do things that are special. It is extremely difficult to get to the conference championship game. No one in their right mind thought the Commanders were going to make the noise they made last year. Yeah. And I say this, history tells us no, but if there's one way and one person that I'm probably banking on to be able to break history, it's Jayden Daniels.
Yeah, I think he's phenomenal. Yeah, I think he'll have a successful second year for sure. I don't even think of him no sophomore slump. That's how good he is. I mean, to be honest, he's probably the best rookie quarterback I've ever seen, ever. Like, wow, who's this guy? That's just me. Everybody's a little different. But I was thinking about, like, even last year, right? He didn't have much. A lot of times with rookie quarterbacks, it's either this great defense that protects you or it's a great running game, a great offensive lineman that kind of protects. He didn't have none of that. He had one other Pro Bowler, and it was Scary Terry's wide receiver, right? And a lot of them catches that he made was some great passes. You know, I was, like, trying to think of who was a really good quarterback that had a great freshman year or rookie year, and next year was not that good. And I was thinking of RG3. And I look at RG3, his first year, he was phenomenal. He did a lot of running. And he ran the ball extremely well, right? And then he made some plays with his arm. But then I said, can I compare him to McDaniels? And I'm thinking about it, and I can't because if Jayden Daniels couldn't run, he still would be really, really good. Yeah. And I watched the second year when RG wasn't running as much, he couldn't read, he couldn't really throw. When you watch Jayden Daniels, you don't see that. You see, I can run it if I need to, and I can throw it. And he wants to throw first before he runs. And that right there lets me know how smart and intelligent he really is. So going forward, if you ask me, yo, will this guy have a sophomore slump? Absolutely not. Because he has the talent, he has the smarts, and now they put some pieces around him. Now you add Debo in there with a good coordinator to mix that up. Then you get a good offensive lineman. He's going to have a great year. I hate it because he's in my division with my birds, but and we just keep it 100, a spade is spade. That young brother is box office. He's like that.
If it was a Jayden Daniels conversation, I'd agree with everything everybody here is saying. It's not. Can the Commanders duplicate their success? I don't think so. Not because I agree with everything Shady said. Imagine I say all that. The dilemma is, can they be one of the 2 best teams in the NFC again next year? It's going to be incredibly tough. Also, if you think about it, they probably shouldn't have gone as far as they went last year. I mean, first off, think about how it shook out. You get in a position where you get to play the Bucs in the first round. You track with me? So that's the one thing.
Yeah. So on the road, though.
No doubt about it. Then you get a Lions team that obviously was maligned as can be, injured as can be, but Jared Goff was weak, and Jayden Daniels, he beat them down. But here's what I'm saying is, if they had to play the Eagles in the first matchup, they're not winning that. They're not beating the Eagles.
Yeah, but the Eagles or the Lions is like, they right there with each other.
The Lions, we were talking about the Lions as the best team in the NFL.
We thought Lions was going to beat, everybody thought they were going to beat them.
Well,
even while they were hurt, because they
remember, I don't like Jared Goff, so maybe I'm looking for.
But you didn't think they were going to beat Jared Goff at home with that.
No, I didn't think so.
No one did.
But here's what I'm saying is, things went well for the Commanders. Like, the Commanders caught a lot of breaks, which you need breaks. James suggests luck. I don't necessarily believe in luck in football, but, like, the Commanders caught a lot of breaks. To your point, if that Hail Mary doesn't shake out, instead of being, I think they are the 6th seed or the 5th seed, now you're the 7th seed. Now you do have to see the Eagles in the first game of the season. Now you do have to go to the Link in the first playoff game. Now you lose in the first game, and now duplicating the success is just get back to the playoffs. Now duplicating the success means you got to get back to an NFC championship game. That's hard to do, man. Y'all know way better than me because y'all have been to championship games and won Super Bowls, but I just don't know how the Commanders will get back to an NFC championship game in a world where the Eagles already got a spot. So they there. But now there's one more spot left.
But once you go through it, though, because you got the Lions, who they beat last year.
Vikings.
Right? I'm not putting the Vikings in there yet. Because
Packers is.
I mean, some team in the NFC North.
I'm not putting the Packers in there either.
Okay.
If you're going to put the Commanders in there, you got to
put the Packers.
Wow.
And the Vikings.
Wait, hold up.
So who's your team?
Because the Packers are the team that we all want to see how great they were, but when they play good teams, all they did last year against good teams, James, is what?
Yeah, but this is a playoff team.
Hold on, James. Hold up. Let's one at a time. Answer my question, I answer yours.
They lost.
Because you're my boy. No. Every time they play good teams with good records.
You want me to say it again?
Yes.
They lost. I said it again. How many times you want me to say it? They lost.
If you want to do it one more time, I can take that. But on a serious note, they lost to them. So I'm not about to act like they're a real good team. I'm going to take the Lions. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to take the Rams. Am I missing anybody else?
You don't think the Vikings?
I mean, we got a real quarterback. I don't know what he's going to look like. That's like last year when they had.
You got to at least put the Packers in there, though, Tufan.
Yeah.
But see,
you got to put one of the NFC North teams.
But hold on.
No, go ahead. Lead the Packers out. Keep going. So you're saying there's 3 playoff teams legit in the NFC. That's what you're saying.
I think it's 3 of them that's like we can really take real serious. I mean, we can always like throw.
Eagles, Rams.
We could throw.
And the Commanders is the 4th team you can take real serious?
Yes. Because why not? Because you tell me the Green Bay Packers, they got a lot of talent. I know. We know that. We keep saying it. A lot of talent, great. Quarterback's got a lot of talent, wide receivers, cool. But every time they play good teams, they lost. Every time they played a good team, I made sure I put my money on against them. They're gonna. I'm gonna me out last year. Okay.
Did the Packers lose to the Lions both times?
Yes.
They lost them.
You see what I'm saying? The Vikings was beating up on them. Everybody's taking their turn on them. Eagles beat them twice. They're taking their turn on them.
Is the Lions in that group for you?
Talking about the Packers. Take them to the side, man. Everybody taking their turn with them. You want some of that green pack? Because everybody else is doing it. Everybody's taking some of that green pack.
So Lions, Rams, Eagles, and then Commanders.
Go ahead. We lost the good teams last year.
Every good one.
But he's tripping. It's 4 NFC teams, and he's saying the Commanders is one of them teams.
Instead of the
Good.
Packers.
I mean, you can't tell me.
Commanders roster is not even up there with the teams you leaving out.
But see, when you got that quarterback, that's what I'm saying. When them dudes making that money, it's a reason why.
Yeah.
That young boy that good.
He is good.
All right. I like it.
He ain't going to mess with the Packers, though.
Hey, speaking of, what up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.